Let's go.
Said it's your boy, P Original, Mr. Influential. Hot topic conversation, stimulate your mental. Two cool brothers, same father, same mother. If you're looking for a show like this, you'll never find another. Why? Cause it's the Porch Podcast to come on. Yeah, said it's the Porch Podcast. Yup, said it's the Porch Podcast to come on. Yeah, said it's the Porch Podcast.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, man.
The original, baby. What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what we say each and every week. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you. New week, new episode.
All right.
Yeah, man. Episode 208 to be specific.
208. Let's go ahead and cheers
Wow.
for that. 208.
Wow. See, I was looking at that the other day, you know, and I was just like, 208 conversations with E, and I wonder, at least a good 197 he mentioned powder. So we can go ahead and take it right there from the beginning. At least,
I wasn't going to say anything
at least,
about it.
yeah, at least 197 of them. You might have about 11 out of all 208 where you didn't mention it.
Yeah.
And it probably was just slipped your mind.
Nah, I did slip every now and then. It's not always powder talk. It's not always powder talk. Nah, it's not always.
Hey, man, like we said, though,
Tony
we're
Montana.
just glad you guys can find the time to hang out with your favorite brothers. Brothers from the porch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And really, this is a reflection of what we used to do on the porch.
Absolutely. E,
Yeah, man.
let's do what we always do, man. First and foremost, brother, how was your weekend? I like what you did the last time. You was like, yeah, you know, it's a lot of time passed through the week. You know. How was your weekend, bro?
Weekend was good. Had a good week though. I know you asked me about weekend because I gotta say this. I went down to Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We
Yeah,
got to talk about
went
the
down
week.
to
That's right.
Baltimore, and
That's right.
you know, I had
You went and checked out in Baltimore, bruh.
I'm gonna get to it, but I'm trying to. There was some restaurants I wanted to shout out too. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You want to do it that way?
yeah.
Got you. Talk about eats.
but the first thing I went to, I think it was called Rye Street Lounge. That's what it was called.
Okay.
Over by the Baltimore Peninsula. Yeah, the
Peninsula.
Peninsula. I said Peninsula. That was funny how I said it.
It still sounded like relatively
Peninsula.
the same. Yeah.
Peninsula.
Ain't too many other things that could have been. You know what I mean?
I could have said
got you.
penicillin, and that would have been wrong, like completely.
You got to realize when somebody throwing you a lifeline, man,
Yeah, you
just go ahead and
just
take the floaty. Come on in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the
So I
Peninsula.
went there. We was chilling. That's when I first got.
What was the
there.
name of it?
Rye Street Lounge.
Ride Street?
Rye, like
R-Y-E?
rye bread. Yeah.
Ride Street? Go ahead, brother.
Rye
Keep on
Street
telling
Lounge.
about it.
Yeah, we was sitting
I
there
want to see if
chilling.
they had a piece of $38 chicken there.
No,
Rye Street Lounge, okay.
I had ribs, man. I went on with some ribs. Yeah, little half
Yeah.
rack. Yeah, little half rack. rib.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see it?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them about it in a
Yeah,
minute. So
yeah.
tell them about your experience, though,
It was
brother.
nice. It was nice. Shout out to them. Next day, got up and went to a spot that we heard had good crab cakes called Timbuktu.
Okay.
And, that was good as well. And but I went down to see.
They owned by the CRG, Clyde's Restaurant Group.
Oh.
Okay.
But I went down. Went to see Nas perform with the Baltimore City Orchestra.
Okay.
Yeah, he was doing it.
Yeah, yo, I seen a couple vids. Yeah.
Class album. They got classic albums where they're doing with orchestras and bands. I think they also did Jeezy's album like that the same way.
Did they?
They recently.
I think that's cool that they taking some of that classic stuff
Yeah.
and putting like a classical.
Well, the first
kinda move
the
to
first
it, you
one
know
they
what I mean?
did, the first one they did was in 2014, and it was on PBS, and they did it for Nas Illmatic.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Illmatic's. It's 31 years now, but 30th anniversary for Illmatic.
That long.
You know what I'm saying? So Jeezy, TM 101, which was his first album, this is his 20 years. So now they're doing
Okay.
it with Jeezy. What I found out about the Jeezy one, he really, you have to have on. They want you to be formal tuxedo, like, or suit and tie.
Yeah, that
type.
was smooth. When I seen that video, I said, "Look at the brothers, man."
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But that's what it was all
AZ,
about.
They was looking like you
But-
said. AZ was the only one he brought with him. Too.
Or AZ
That's
was the only
dope.
person brought with it because AZ was the only person featured on Illmatic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. But
They had the fried chicken rice bowl, $24. He was getting close. I want to see how much the ribs. I want to see how much the ribs was.
yeah,
yeah.
half rack. I got a half rack. You look at that right. You get that down, all
That's
right?
it. Don't worry about it. Just tell me about it.
yeah. But
I just feel like looking it up. Yeah.
But no. But the dress code
Right.
was whatever you wanted to wear. You know what I thought was so dope?
Baby back. Was it baby?
Baby backs. Yeah. Half rack. $25. Not
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
You ain't lying either. I'm
Yeah.
looking right here.
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. Full was
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gluten free. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. E, man.
This is
E,
the port.
What you gotta understand with E,
Yeah.
he going like here, he try to be modest. It's a little ride, ride spot, the peninsula. You know what I mean? Checked it out. Meanwhile, $333 for a rack of ribs. You know what I mean? He don't care, man. My brother be balling, man. He don't care, man. He'll pay a little extra dime for a swine. You see what this thing? 'Cause them wasn't beef ribs.
No, they was.
I know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. All right, I'm out. Let me close the menu down. Gone. It's out of here.
Yeah.
I'm lying. But I'm taking it away.
Yeah. But no, like I was saying,
Yes.
the Nas, it was so dope, man, because just address the elephant in the room. When we think of hip hop, think of urban, we think of black,
At least I do.
right? Yeah.
Right.
It was good to see a lot of Caucasian people, but with their children wearing Nas t-shirts
Wow.
and everything.
Dope is dope.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, like 13, 14-year-olds
Yeah.
coming with their parents with the Nas
Yeah.
t-shirts on. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
Because they teaching them.
That's true.
They're teaching them history.
Mm-hmm.
They're really teaching them history.
And in order for them, you 13, 14. Clearly you wasn't around when it
That's what
dropped.
they look like to me anyway. Yeah.
Round at 8. They didn't look 31.
Nah, they didn't look 31. Yeah, right.
Maybe you don't know exactly the teen they are.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think you would have known if they were 29, 30 years old.
Yeah.
That means that mom and dad had to tell them a little something.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He's, come here. I'm not going, standardize, name, Billy.
Yeah.
I know me and E do, man. Shout out to all the Billies. We know,
Yeah. Shout out my boy
I
William
knew
Mack.
that was coming.
Billy.
You know
What's
what
up,
I'm saying?
baby?
So,
Wild Bill.
Somewhere, Billy watched Dad secretly. I woke up early on my born day. I'm 20.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Adolescence.
And he
Keep
was
my body
like,
now fresh.
now mind you, when he came along, let's say he's 14,
Yeah.
this is 17 years old at this point, 16, 17. Dad, you've been 20.
Yeah.
It's been going. You still listening to this?
Yeah.
I said, come here, son, close the door. You know what I mean? To turn it down a little bit because I don't want
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope. When you sent it to me,
Yeah.
and I saw how they, first off, the orchestra elements of anything.
It's dope as super dope.
Tiny room.
Yeah.
I'll be checking them joints out.
Yeah.
Shout out to that situation. Yo, I think it's awesome when you could turn around and take some of that classical stuff that we listen to and you can see it in a smaller setting or in a classical setting because it already got a crazy stigma to it and it carried it for so many years. Like when you think about it when it first came out, yeah, of course, bro, it was part of a different time and culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where it hit a little bit differently. But for it to be timeless like this and be able to turn around and put that, put that sophisticated, or that
It has signature drink and everything.
signature. What was the signature drink? What was it?
It was called Still Henny, which is Henny,
Yeah.
strawberry
Doesn't
puree.
he have some kind of affiliation with them?
Yes. This is what I said. Henny, strawberry puree,
Okay.
and Sprite. And I think he has something with Sprite, too.
That's definitely a cookout drink that you will last a little long while.
Yeah.
Because you see, Hennis, well,
Strawberry puree.
which could be, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Because just because you think it's got a little fruit to it, you might think that's
They was
not
remixing
gonna-
it, though, doing it with vodka.
Yeah.
And people was getting the vodka ones a lot, too.
Okay.
Because, they feel like when you add in that puree,
Yeah.
it got to go with that clear.
Right.
And
That's what I'm saying. Because you think of cognac and puree, it kind of. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it don't work. It's a little bit different. Like you said, something clear, vodka, rum.
I'm telling you, they had a couple Henny.
We're available.
Couple
I mean,
Henny.
whichever one, you know what I mean? This is cool.
Had a couple Henny and Cokes the other day. I was back.
Yeah.
I was back. I'm like,
yeah. Henny and Cokes.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah. Don't go nowhere. You know.
what?
I was nervous. Because if you'd have left the S off, I was going to be scared. Henny and Coke. Plural. It's more than one. The S saved you. Because if you left the S off, I was like, see how much different that one letter makes? You could have, if you left the S off. This is a different show.
You know what that is?
This
Powder and heat.
This is. I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's off the Henny and
Yeah.
Coke. Not just one. That's just no S.
That's what's up, though. So that was what your week. So that was through the week. What the weekend look like for you, bro?
As soon as I got back, you know,
Yes.
Thursday at the Smokehouse DJing. Friday had to do shout out to Daryl and Keisha. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to y'all. Wedding shower was beautiful, man. We had a great time. Everybody had a good time.
Congratulations, somebody got married.
No, wedding shower.
Oh, shower.
This is before
Just
the
the
wedding.
lead up.
Yeah, it's the lead up to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so
Still congratulations.
still congratulations.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
And you know, family always there. You know, whenever Keisha and Dad had some, you know, shout out to Tony and Selena. They was there. They always there.
Yeah.
So they was
Family.
Yeah, we was chilling a little bit. You know what I mean? That was Friday. Saturday, it was the Trenton Collaborative Cultural event that we had.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it was, you know, at Cowboy
Who's
Park.
responsible for that? Who had a kind of hand in hand?
Health and Human Services.
Health and Human Services.
You know, City of Trenton.
Shout out to y'all.
City of Trenton.
Absolutely.
Along with the voice, you know, the VOP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Voice of the People?
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Ooh.
yeah.
I don't know if that's what it was, but it sounded smooth.
Yeah.
That's your new name now, VOP.
Yep, it is.
I think that's it, though,
That
for real.
is. I mean,
You know what I
shout
mean?
out to Ty, shout out to O. You know what I mean?
Yes.
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 Tiff. You know what I mean? You know, Sis was out there too.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
Cali
Yep.
Cal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know, shout out to my man Hus the King. We had a good time up there on stage. Hus was hosting. You know, I was playing the music and everything. You know, it was a great event, man.
Yes.
Great event. That's all.
Yes.
You know.
Great situation. You know what I want to shout out? I want to shout out to all of us who know how to go live and not look our ages.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it. You know, sometimes, bro, you go live, they like this. They real close on.
Like, yeah, how y'all doing?
I'm not right sure.
Y'all can see me, right?
I don't think sure it was on yet. And then they realize, oh, there it is. It's on. I'm so glad we done mastered the ability to not look our ages when we go live, because it was a time.
Yeah.
It was a time. You know what I mean?
Still out of them out there.
It is. You know what I mean? And all I would say is practice going like FaceTime or something on your phone first. Don't go live. Go FaceTime first. Get you a couple rounds of that in so that when you get ready to go live. You know what I mean? Shout out to every one of those people who had a hand in those events, man. Special time, good things. Heard nothing but good things about it. No chaos. I didn't hear anything negative. Always a plus. Every time I talked to E, he was either in the vehicle on his way to DJ an event or on his way home
And then
from
Sunday,
an event.
yesterday,
Yeah.
shout out to Jade's Igloo. It was at Princeton Country Club.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where they have a brunch buffet and you in these igloo tents. It's a
Nice.
beautiful thing. You
Where's
know.
this at?
This one was held. They move around to
They
different
move.
locations. Yes.
Jay's Igloo.
Jade's Igloo.
Jades.
Jade. Yep.
Jade.
Yep.
Apostrophe S. Probably, right? Yeah, it's right.
Her igloo, and she just
Know
does
what you
different
need in
things.
one of them igloos? Two brothers doing a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say I happen to know two guys.
Yeah.
Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
But shout out to them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That was a good event. You know, we had a good time, you know. So I was busy, man. I
Okay.
was busy. I was working a lot this weekend.
It's good, man.
Grateful, you know.
Breathe, Mr. 3Bs, as we like to call him, yo.
Breathing, blessing, book.
Breathing, blessed, and booked. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, busy week. Like you said, you know, had some things transpire. You know, I bounce back from. You know what I mean? Had a little bit of car accident.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Thank God I'm here. You know what I mean? And you know, it's like anything else. You know, the fact that we're able to do the show this week means that I fell in favor. So I ain't going to spend a whole lot of time on that situation. But that was Thursday. You know, the weekend, you know, I just kind of was trying to wrap my mind around kind of like probably some of what we'll be talking about today, just the ability to be able to bounce back in life and not allow the moment to manage you, but you to manage the moment. And, you know, like I said, man, you know, thank God everything is how it is now. And here we are on Monday, new episode. So, I mean, it wasn't too much going on this weekend. Really was just a lot of just trying to, you know, recoup from that situation. But I did not want to not acknowledge it because I wanted to say something about it because it kind of segues into what I want to talk about today. Once again, it's about managing the moment, not letting the moment manage you. You was able to see a great concert.
Yes.
Had some wonderful time. You know, you and Sis got away and, you know, enjoyed that experience with the Nas thing, and it was a great thing. You know, meanwhile, while you know, having a good time with that situation, I'm in a whole different dynamic in mine here. You know, just goes to show you, man, that no matter what you got going on in life, man, things can change in the blink of an eye.
Right.
You know, a lot of things, you know, play through your mind, man, when you trying to figure out, you know, how do you bounce back from things. Sometimes the moment gets the best of us. And it was something that I had read, and it was coming from a place, and I really want to read it, y'all, because it kind of helped reset me. And I know sometimes, man, we go through things, and we need stuff to help us reset. You know, we need things to allow us to be in a better space. So I want to read this to y'all because it kind of, and just bear with me with it a little bit, y'all. It says, relax and let me lead you through this day. I have everything under control. My control, you tend to peer anxiously into the day that is before you, trying to figure out what to do and when. Meanwhile, the phone or the doorbell rings and you have to reshuffle your plans. All that planning ties you up in knots and distracts you from me. Attentiveness to me is not only for your quiet time, but for all your time. As you look to me, I show you what to do now and next. Vast quantities of time and energy are wasted in obsessive planning. When you let me direct your steps, you are set free to enjoy me and to find what I have prepared for you this day. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you and watch over you. So I wanted to read that, man, because after I told y'all I had the experience with the car accident where I was hit by 2 vehicles last Thursday, it played in my mind a lot, man, about my thinking. Blessed to be able to still be able to be here, even though, you know, a little banged up, some bruises, some scrapes, some cuts, and things of that nature. I'm blessed to be here. And the first thing that I was doing was immediately after I was thanking God for still being here, I started thinking about the things that I no longer had, the vehicle. And in that moment was managing me. I wasn't managing the moment. And I know I'm not the only person that goes through these things, right? And I wanted to have a conversation with you today, bro, because I know that we talk a lot of times about mental health. We talk a lot about, you know, as men, trying to manage things to the best of our ability without trying to seem vulnerable or weak or, you know, incapable of allowing ourselves to keep our composure under certain situations. And I just want to say that, you know, I thank God that I had people like you, wise counsel, you know what I'm saying, my wife, Pop, you know, other people who checked on me, prayed over me. And I wanted to really kind of talk about this week because, like, we play it off, and a lot of times, you know, I laugh, I joke, I play, but I think we all go through this, you know what I mean? We'll play it off, but it's things that if we didn't have people in our lives, man, who really cared enough about us, check on us, to talk to us, and see through us trying to be tough in certain situations when we really don't need to try to be tough and we can be vulnerable. You know, if we didn't have them people, we'll be in trouble.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I just wanted to say that, man. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to everybody who reached out, you know, for people who seeing this and didn't know, you know what I mean, who I talked to. It wasn't that I was keeping no secrets or holding nothing back from nobody. It was I was busy trying to process the situation myself. And, you know, sometimes it's better to work with less voices in your head than more voices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, voices in your head.
Yeah. Word is bond. You know what I'm saying? And not in a sense like I'm bugging, like, you know what I mean? And I use that no disrespect to nobody. But yeah, you know, you're conscious. You know what I mean? The things that play on your mind all the time when everybody get off the phone or when everybody chilling or whatever, the stuff that play on your mind. You know what I mean?
Relax your mind. Set your conscience free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, that's what they say in the song, but that's the truth.
Yeah, man. And I
You know
just...
what I mean? You're not rocking with the style.
I just know, man, that I'm not the only person that goes through these things. We all human. We all have these moments or whatever, man.
Absolutely not. You're definitely not the only person. The biggest thing, bro, and I know you had to do what you had to do, get up off your chest, but you blessed. And you're here, and you're able to talk about this moment. You acknowledged all of that. And you're not saying, I'm just telling you, it's good to have you here. It's good you here speaking on it. It's good to see that you put you in a form of perspective and thinking. You know, if you look at last week, you was talking about circling back to your prayers.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you'll circle back at this several times.
Absolutely, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying. You good, man.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. You know.
Yeah, but I know as men, man, sometimes, man, we have this thing where we kind of need to put up this facade.
Oh yeah.
You know, where
I'm tough.
You know, I'm tough. You know what I mean? You moving around in the crib. You know, you don't want the family to kind of see you vulnerable. They don't know that, you know, they how can I say? I ain't going to say what they don't know, but you don't want them to see you trying to process. Most men always want to seem like they collected. You know what I'm saying? They got it all put together.
Yeah, you got to be stable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's not easy, man. It's not easy always. You know, trying to be a person who's trying to just be encouraging when you're trying to figure out your own life sometimes, you know. So, you know, you look at the moments of things and you say to yourself, you know, being transparent can't hurt the situation, right? Being transparent will allow you to be able to kind of process things and heal a little bit differently. You know, bro, every day I was talking to you, you know, you was doing so much for me that, you know what I'm saying, nothing they could put in a pill bottle would have ever been able to do. And I'm saying that to you because, like, even moments like this, it's not common. It's not like that we'll do this because or whatever way we taught, you know, to be groomed, to be tough, you know what I mean, always keep a, you know, strong, you know, persona about yourself and all of that. But, you know, you heard me. Like when you called me the other day and you got mad about the situation worse than I was. He was like, yo, I don't like how you sound. And you usually the one that's telling me, yo, just chill out, relax, you know, this, that, and the third. And you was like, nah, I don't like that. And it was cool because even in the moment we had a little bit of a role reversal. It made me laugh. It made me laugh because I know that I was fortunate enough to be able to have. Mm-hmm. And like I said, man, you know what I mean, from another man. You know, from another man. Nah. No, we not doing LeBron James powder clap in the middle of that moment. That was crazy. But anyway, man, like you said, I needed to get that part out of off. Not gonna say off my chest, but I wanted to get that out there because I feel like I ain't the only person that needed to hear.
Absolutely not.
I know that there's other people out there, other brothers.
Listen, man, when God give you a message to deliver, when you deliver is when you deliver it, and that's when you delivered it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just, you know, sometimes
call you the mailman, Carl Malone.
There it is. Work through you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They work through you and pick and roll.
Pick and roll. Yeah.
Made it famous.
Make it famous.
You know what I'm saying? But
Johnny Stockton, you know what I mean?
But y'all know how we do. We ain't gonna We ain't gonna stay on that long. I just wanted to go ahead and say that. And like I said, for all those,
That was the whole show. You was on it for the whole show.
well, you know,
Nah, I mess with you.
I mean, good portion. You know what I mean? Start things rocking and rolling. So shout out, man. I will say that just to close up on that situation. You know, for all the brothers, man. Not saying it's just it don't like y'all don't need that strength and that support as well. For all the brothers that's out there, man, that had those moments when, you know, you trying to protect yourself from appearing vulnerable because you don't want to seem weak or, you know, not in control. You know, it's okay to show that side. You know what I mean? Can you show it to everybody? Probably not. You know, but then you can't talk to everybody about everything anyway. So, you know, find that village, man. Get that counsel. You know what I mean? I would always suggest even to, you know, to the men, like, it's wise to have counsel outside of your crib as well. I do want to kind of segue into this because I think that this is like more universal, period. And I would say this even to the sisters. You know what I mean? I think that you should have at least one person in your life that you can have real life conversations with. I feel like you should really at least one person that you can sit there and you can say, yo, this is what's on my mind without judgment. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of the stuff that we see going on in the world right now, bro, it's because people don't have them people.
Oh, I know. Bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we all on the move, y'all. I got something for y'all today that's going to make you go wow when you see it. I got something that, because you got to travel anyway, you're on the move, whether it's business or leisure or whatever it may be, right here. Right here. Super dope bag from a super dope company called Ugly Duckling. Makes men and women apparel, you know, top-notch stuff, quality stuff. Let me stop talking about it and let y'all see the bag. That's really what you want to see anyway, right? First off, can we talk about how it come in a nice little netted bag here? You know what I mean? I think that's pretty good. Logo on the front right here, Ugly Duckling. Can we look at the quality of the stitching? Look at the stitching, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you check this out. You see how you got the swan? Yeah, that's nice, right? We're going to take our time. We're going to turn around and hit it with this right here. Bam! See that on the back? They ain't spare no expense. Bam! Look at this in the back. Huh? I didn't put that on there. That's part of it, bruh. That's part of it. That's part of what it comes with. Look at the style. They want to make you... Ugly Duckling. Oh, Ugly Duckling. Yeah, that's who made this right here. Yeah, uglyduckling.com. Oh, yeah, got this. And a whole bunch of other stuff. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I ain't gonna keep no secrets from y'all when I find a company that do it right. Huh? It's only right that I share this with y'all. So you make sure, if you in the market right now for some top quality apparel, i.e. look at my young vet salute, Jersey Cat apparel, and now, Ugly Duckling. Make sure y'all go check them out, man. Check that website out. I'm telling y'all, man. You're gonna love it. All right? That's all I got to say about that. But make sure y'all go to today for this bag and all the other super dope stuff they got. Y'all be good. I got a trip I'm on. I see y'all later. Get y'all bag. I got mine. Peace, man. Woo.
Me and you was having a conversation, switching gears into just a competitive nature situation.
Right.
Or just how things, I said to you, was talking about the whole Cam Newton making a statement about, Jalen Hurts not being in his top 10.
Right.
And we were talking about, what Cam was being saying. Y'all can look that up. I'm not going to try to, verbatim repeat the things that he was saying, but he had his reasons behind it. And he was breaking it down. And I told E, I said, what most people are going to miss is two things can be true at once. You know what I mean? First and foremost, it's hard to argue against a person's opinion.
Right.
When you ask a person who's in their top 10 or something and they give you their 10, you can't then turn around and argue about their 10 that they gave you because that was theirs for whatever reasons. Most of the time in life, not only with this situation with him, that's what a lot of things in life are.
Mm-hmm.
Opinions.
Mm-hmm.
That we'll turn around and we'll try to make, fact. And that's when issues become, you know what I mean? Because like I said, you just said it, bro. We competitive by nature. We learned that early.
Mm-hmm.
So when we turn around as a person asks us who's our, top 10 quarterbacks in the league and you give it to them and then there's somebody rating right there that if you don't put a name in it that they think don't belong in that situation, they ready to challenge you. Mm-hmm. That was something we was taught very early on.
Mm-hmm. Man, you tripping.
Right.
You wilding.
And when you look at the situation now, you got to try to take fact and try to make it, an opinion that you have into a factual situation. So when you turn around, you start comparing statistics, and people start talking about other things. Been to the Super Bowl and all these other things that transpire. At the end of the day, everybody seems to forget they both great. They was both dope.
You just want people to just be wanting you to change. They change your mind and agree with them,
Right.
and you don't have to.
And that's the thing. So a lot of times, bruh, when you look at these different debates about these athletes, or you look at these debates about, these other things that's going on, we lose sight of the fact that, both them brothers was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that a lot of times, man, is because once again, when you don't have, in my opinion, when you don't have a go-to, a counsel, everybody talk about day ones and all that kind of stuff. I got my day one. I can go there and talk about anything. No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm not saying you don't have any.
Yeah.
You ain't got that many day ones. You might have knew him when you were younger, or you might have knew her when you were younger. And things have changed since day one, which makes it a little bit different now. Because now you just saying your day one because you knew him for a long time. You know what I mean? Seasons, man. Seasons. We all change. And the things that we need out of life, they all change too. What you needed 5 years ago, you may not need this
What
year.
you think is the main ingredient in the seasons?
Life.
I meant the seasonings.
So what seasonings go into the situation? Okay. I think that
Just messing.
truth, right? Truth is something that's hard for people to tell,
Yeah.
but it's easy for them to know.
Yep.
Everybody want to know the truth,
Yep.
but it's hard for them to tell the truth. You ask a person, say, yo, be honest, right? Like that's what I'm saying.
Seriously. Yeah.
Like, be honest. You say, be honest. And the first thing a person does, look at you and say, be honest. The first thing that I think when a person asks me that, hey, be honest, you don't want me to be honest.
Yeah.
Certain people, you don't want me to be honest. Because truthfully speaking, you may roll out a question, and if that was the case, then you wouldn't ask me to be honest. You would have just said the question.
Yeah.
Because you don't know me to blow smoke. So why would you even present it that way? See, once you find a person that's in your life that's willing to be honest with you, be truthful with you, and tell you the things that's who you need. You need them kind of people in your life. You can't grow unless you're willing to hear that you need to be better at this, or you need to do more of this or less of that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? If you're just looking up trying to search for people to appease you, that's things you do when you were a child. When you were a kid, you want everybody to tell you did a good job. You know what I mean? You want everybody to tell you what you're doing is right. You know what I mean? The other person's wrong. I say it a lot. I'm telling you, once again, as men, because I think a greater percentage of us is built on competitive nature. And we want to know the truth, but we don't always want to hear it. And I know that sounds crazy, because how you want to know the truth but not want to hear it? Because it's going to hurt. It ain't going to be what you want to hear. It ain't going to be the things that you want to change. It ain't going to be the things that you want to do. It's not. So, you know what I mean? That's why I said, man, my experience just, aligned my mind to thinking like, yo, look at your counsel. Look at the people that you talk to regularly. In this very moment, while you feeling how you feeling, are they talking you up? And in my case, yes. I'm blessed because I had more than one. I had people that do that, not just a person. Some people don't have nobody. They that for everybody else.
Yeah. I've been that person at one point.
You see what I'm saying? Like Steve Harvey said, like he said, if you're the smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. You're in the wrong circle. Well, that's the same thing. If you're the only one, if you're the only man in your circle, which I know you're not because I know our circles. If you're the only man in your circle, that whenever it gets real, that is, strong enough to tell your homeboy, that wasn't it, fam. That wasn't the move. Or you going to be okay, bro. You going to be good.
Yeah.
If you're going to be able to do that, and I think that when you asked the seasoning question a few seconds ago, truth.
Yeah.
Truth is the main ingredient.
The main ingredient for the seasoning and the seasons.
It's the main ingredient. Without truth, you can't grow. It ain't always feel good, but it's like medicine. It may not always be sweet, but it's made to work.
It's crazy because my body is, you say without truth, you can't grow.
Do it. Go ahead and do it, John. Do it.
Nah.
Let it out.
No, I ain't gonna let nothing
Truth, man.
It is the truth.
Let your truth out. Eh?
My truth is out.
It's not, eh? They know. They know it's not, eh?
No, my truth is out. I was gonna ride with it. So
Okay. All right.
without truth, you don't grow.
Yeah, man. But no, I just think that. I think that
And without, you don't.
you almost did it. We once again, bruh, I'm telling you, me and you had conversations about all kind of stuff, occupations. You know, there's truth you give me, real feelings about certain things that you feel like you need to get off your chest. If me and you ain't got that certain kind of relationship, I may turn around and look at you and be like, man, this joker wilding. He whining. He complaining. Because the joker act like they on the phone with you like they care and get off the phone and they can't wait to tell somebody about you. Hey, yo, what's your name, yo? Oh, man.
Nose first in the what?
Nose first in the powder.
Yeah.
How? He got off the phone with him.
Tony Montana.
How did he see him on the phone in the powder?
I know him.
Okay.
I know his truth. He don't know I know his truth. That's what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I understand where you go with it. But no, man, I just feel like that's a thing that, we as men, especially as we get older, I feel like I don't know, man, we don't evaluate those things. We don't look at it from that perspective. Like you asked me if I talked to Pop after the situation.
No, I know you talked to him after the situation.
Right.
I just want to know if you just
Or
talked
just
to him.
talk to him in general.
Yeah, I knew that. You told me already.
And when I talk to him, right, and we always laugh about this. Shout out to Pop. Pop is one of them. You know how you look at the movies. What's the name of the movies, man? You look at some of them Endgame and, you know what I mean, Marvel movies. Yeah. And it's always one dude that's super cool. The world is getting ready to get hit by a meteor. And he's still like, don't worry about it, man. Everybody going to be all right. We just going to take everybody and put them. That's Pop. Our father, he is just, even if he's nervous, you don't know.
Who else you know like that?
Well, sometimes though
sometimes I ain't get all the way there.
He's not worried,
yeah.
But mom can snap in, so it's like you know what I mean. Well, you done had enough.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But for the most part,
60,
you way better than me.
I'm about 60.
You 80-20 at least. Nah, you 80-20. I give you way more than that.
Yeah,
you 80, especially as we get older.
Yeah,
80-20. It depends on the dynamic.
Yeah,
if you've given it 100% patience for an extended period of time. Yeah, of course that shifts because you kind of running like I tried it the other way.
Man.
Yeah,
paper thin.
You know what I'm saying? But the initial,
mm-hmm.
Nah, 80-20. 80-20. You know what I mean? Which is a great thing to have. But I'm only saying that because when I talk to Pop
by 90-10 though.
Oh yeah, and even at this stage of our life as we get older, the point that I'm making, bro, now in our 40s, man, he still has that ability.
Doing old shit now.
He still has that ability for us to pick up the phone, call him, you know what I mean? Now FaceTime me. That's wild. But you know what I mean? And he can reset your, I don't know what you want to call it. In my case, I can say my energy. He resets my energy.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And I thank God for that. Because once again, like I said, everybody don't have that. So when I talk to him, I talk to you, you know what I mean? You all right, man? I need that as a person who's not generally that person. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate that you do that. Because some people turn to different things. I'm not even going to go there, but I'm just saying.
Where's there?
Yeah.
Where's there?
Everybody.
Where's there?
You said
Where's there?
Gee, we haven't
Please.
talked about it.
Where is there?
You
looked at me and said, I'm not going to go there. This is where the truth comes in.
No, not for me. I don't do that. What I'm saying is some people don't want to talk. They let their nose talk, a little sip.
I try to let it go. I try to let it go. I asked where it's there. And then you went away. I tried to go away from it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Move on past it. They don't go there. We'll leave there to the mind of the person listening to this podcast.
Whatever there is for them.
We'll let them put it on their GPS.
There is for them.
Whatever they want to actually circle on the map, that's their
It might be wall ball. You know what I mean? Remember wall ball?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
It could be that. You know
Where were you going?
Where would I go?
No. You was about to say something. You was about to say.
Oh no, they go talk to people. That's what I'm saying. They go talk to the people that they feel like that can calm them and do that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
I'm just
saying.
saying as a man.
As a man, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know how and this is the part where it get a little crazy. I know it's a little bit funny, but like it's real at the same time. How long can you talk to your lady before you whining as a man?
You don't even notice you want it. You start doing
I'm just asking, right?
Because you be sitting there, you hungry? Yeah, what you want to eat? Babe, I don't know. You figure that. Babe, how I know what you want to eat? You already whining right there.
Yeah.
You already whining right there.
Oh, that's a wine
Yeah. Yeah.
for a guy?
Yeah, that's a whine.
Oh, we got to discuss what makes it a wine for a man,
Yeah. That's
but a response for a lady.
Well, here's why I say it's a whine for a man.
Okay.
Because we don't, when you're whining, do you really care if you're whining? No.
I'm asking you to define when is it a wine.
No.
So I don't even know when I'm
Anytime-
whining.
Even whatever your level of wine is. I don't even have to know
I don't
what
think
it is.
I whine.
Yeah.
But I'm not being. But what I'm saying to you, I can't see me.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is.
So what I'm saying is this.
Okay.
Wherever your level of wine is, right?
Because it's there.
Yeah.
I just don't know where it's at. But go
Everybody
ahead.
has
Okay.
it,
Cool.
right?
Okay. Cool.
Wherever your level of wine is,
All right.
right?
This for the fellas.
For the fellas.
Okay.
You don't feel like you're doing it when you're doing it. Because you just said you can't see you. We all like that. But what labels a wine is how they see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know our level.
Right.
We don't think we are when we're doing it.
Right.
Because you just said, I don't think I wine.
Yeah.
You don't know your level of wine. So the wine comes from how they label it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, again, what you want to eat, I don't want to eat. And I'm not saying wines aren't valid. Yeah, you want this? Nah. They better no. You want this? No. Babe, what you want? Well, why you can't figure it out? Babe, how I'm supposed to figure out what you want?
Yeah.
To them, you're whining.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're trying to really just
Yeah.
emotionally get your point across.
Yeah.
You're being passionate about, we said figure out what we're going to eat.
Yeah.
I'm naming things, and you're saying no to everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what that means?
What?
I found out, nobody told me, but I finally started to sink in, and the husband was, just go get some.
Say that.
Either they going to eat it or they not.
So I think this though. This conversation is taking a great. I like this where we at now. This is crazy. I had to get up off of that. Be a man.
Just go get some.
Right. I think if that's the dynamic man to woman, right? Well, you saying like you just did the whole example that you use. Ladies can do it. After a while, it's not they whining. It's not they whining for a while for us.
Yeah.
Right? Because here's the thing. We figure that in before we ask. It's not going to be a simple situation. And because it's not a simple situation, technically speaking, we factor that in. So it don't appear to be a whine. It just appear to be them saying, whatever they want to do or go back and forth. Well, I don't really want that. I had that before this, that, and the third. If a fella do that, man do that situation, boom. Now we indecisive or we really don't know what we want to do. We throwing out options. This is why I say I don't realize
29s or 28s.
What you mean?
Left or right. We throwing out options.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Word is bound. You know what I mean? It's just which way we going. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is I'm trying to figure out how is it a wine for the fellas if we throwing the options out there. Well, babe, you want? Nah, I had that. Well, babe, what about this right here? Nah, you know what I mean? Well, what about this spot? We just went there. Well, babe, you know what I mean? You got to pick something. At that point, we seem like we whining because we had fed up by asking questions. I'm like, to me, that ain't a whine. We
That's
just got to that
it's
point.
not.
So,
But that's how they label it.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So to me, I'd be like, hey, how's that a whine? But if you turn around and say, it's for fella, me and you, we in the car. It never goes that far. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, we did that. How long can me and you go back and forth before it's a thing? Come on, man. A, you whining, or B, you whining, man.
Yeah.
We never gonna whine to each other.
Nah.
You're not gonna whine, but bro, that's what you want. You get Primos, I'm gonna get Jersey Mikes, whatever. You're like, and it's what it's going to be.
I like that seated road, Goose.
Right.
That's
So
how Goose
I'm
is.
saying that because as much as we laughing, I think that's why sometimes it's not as easy
Because even though it may seem like we're whining or going back and forth with our lady, think about everything that's in that exchange. When we having that conversation, we're actually having a conversation with them and we're going through a back and forth. It's an exchange. What about this place? Well, no, I don't really like that place. What about this place? It's crowded. What about this place? It was cool last time, but it wasn't hitting like it used to. Men, I think we dumb so many things down because we want to simplify everything, that we don't have those real life conversations all the time with our homies because of the fact that really, truthfully, we try to make everything seem cool. We try to make everything seem like it's not a big deal, even if it is a big deal. Like, why, some people might be like, hey, why you ain't say nothing to me, bro? You was having an issue, you wind up going to see, therapy, like me and you talked about before you went and seen a therapist, and it was like, bro, you my homie, but you're not a therapist. I'm only saying all of that because, once again, it's full circle, because my counsel, most of the people outside of my wife was males I was talking to.
As it should be.
As it should be. But, once again, everybody ain't blessed to have that. Mm-hmm. So, that was my, I just wanted to have that conversation. If you don't have them, you know what I mean? Pay attention to your circle, man. Pay attention to the people that's around you. Like he said, he's been that person in his circles for the longest. You know what I mean? I think that I pretty much have a significant role in a lot of my circles, being the same person. You know what I mean? That people can reach out to, talk about anything. No judgment. No judgment. You know what I mean? And I think that as men, we need more no judgment zones. We need more no judgment circles. We need more conversations like when you talked about before, bruh, on the Shy with the men's group. That is an intricate part of that show. Mm-hmm. Because what it displays, because everything that's, symbolized in the situation, just using the city of Chicago where that show is actually supposed to be pretty much based on. It is. You know what I mean? It's not a situation where it's heavily talked about outside of a show like that. So these men's groups and all these other things, man, like, we need more of those.
And they exist.
They very much do.
It's one.
But getting into them is harder than getting into some country clubs.
Nah, it's one I know that's actually.
I know they exist. What I'm saying is it's not because they don't exist. It's because the mindset of the person that they need to surrender to go to those things willfully.
Because they're not used to it.
Because they're not used to being able to show another man their vulnerability.
They're just not used to the whole situation in the whole. They're used to talking to that one person they might be talking to on the phone. Or things that person. They're not used to being in a room, sharing it with somebody they may not feel comfortable with sharing it with or used to, but, that's why I always let
they worried about you throwing
space.
it back in their face later on. Pause. That's crazy. That's wild.
So it's funny that you talk about the Shy. What do you think about it? We got one. I think next week is this week coming up. Is the episode.
Shy is good. I say all the time, I think that they wrote it good. I think it was slow starting, but E, man, you know how the shows are, bro. At this point, it's about the writing, like it's always been for us. Mm-hmm. I think the storyline is good. It's a lot going on. Like you said, next week's finale. I don't know, whoever watches our show, if you watch The Shy, then, you know exactly what we're talking about. And if you don't, you should watch The Shy. It's a good show. That's all I can tell you. But I would say that I think that...
Tell them more, man. It's their fault if they ain't see it.
They might not even watch it.
Yeah, that's what
sometimes, man, once again, bro, even stuff like that, man. I don't watch that kind of stuff, man. Let's sit with my girl. All right, well, that's cool, bro.
Speaking of which, though, I don't know if you've seen, but the order has been put in for Power Origins by 18 episodes.
Okay.
So they're definitely shooting that now. The order just went in a couple of days ago. It was all over blogs and Makai Curtis, the one that plays Kanan, will be Kanan on that show. He's keeping him as Kanan. They're still actually trying to figure out who's going to be Tommy and Ghost.
And casting still.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the show is definitely happening.
It's good. And Sasha Penn brought it, right?
He's executive producer and showrunner.
I think it's going to be great. Yep. Based on what we've seen. Good. 18 episodes. Okay.
I don't know. But it said the way it wrote it was like 18 episodes in one season. Like, nobody's never did that. They ain't never did that. So it could be a 9 episodes, then they chill another 9, like that type. You know what I mean?
Easily.
You know what I mean?
So. But I think, like you said, if you keep the structure as it is, you got the characters. If you nail the characters,
yep.
You don't do too much time warp situation with the
storyline. I mean, you got a hell of a foundation. Just build on it. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, right
It'll be
now
cool.
the
They ain't
blogs,
gonna miss.
the blogs are really talking about a lot of it because they're putting out all the little nuggets that they can go off of. What other characters they might see. Some people believe they may see a little glimpse of Jukebox, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Kanan is definitely going to be all in it. You know, of course they think they'll see a young Angie, a young Tasha.
Okay.
They think they'll see those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Breeze, of course. You know what I mean? So, you know, but the power has been structured because they can turn around after they do this and make a whole series called Breeze. And people watch it.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean,
they know what they're doing. They're just going to keep it going.
Yeah, once again, the foundation is built. You know what I mean? I think that they just can't get wild. Like, you know, they can't be in space and all that. It's like they got
once it gets to get weird like that, it's no reason to do it.
They'll never do it. I don't see any signs of them not like staying in the framework of what they've been doing.
That's why sometimes when I'm watching BMF, certain scenes like when they in Mexico jump kicking it, I'll be like, come on, man, was that really
so in BMF, the thing about BMF for me is I understand it's what they call them, bro. It's like the recalls.
Yeah,
it's
the reflection, like the old what happened before it
right,
goes back,
right. So they like you know certain things. Because whenever you have a person that's already still doing some narration, you can move it differently.
Right.
You know, they can say, oh, okay, they're talking about, you know, how they feel now about an experience that they had when they were in Mexico and stuff like that. That helps it tremendously. Yeah. Once again, I'll say because the story is based on real life, they can embellish some things. But they got to stay within the framework of certain things like, you know, Terry can't, you know, Southwest T can't really be an undercover cop. Yeah. You know what I mean? Gotcha, Meech. He can't do that.
Gotcha, man.
Come here. Get in, loco. Get in.
Yeah.
Nah, he can't. Yeah. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, they got to do that, is what I'm saying. They got to go to Mexico.
And shoot around a little bit.
And jump off the back of a pickup truck and be fighting everybody. Let them rally, you know. They got to do that. Because there's only so many things that they can do. At some point, they went to prison. They can't be playing Xbox. Like, from where? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you work with it because I think, once again, we enjoy the joint. You know, and there's some stuff going on.
There's
some stuff going on. I mean, the sister being pregnant, and I mean, it's some stuff. It's a good show. It's a good show. I mean, but then what I'm saying is what I'm like, you know, Ruby Tuesday. You can only do so much with the salad bar. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Him and Loco shoot the fade. You know what I mean?
Meech standing there.
Yeah. Like,
it's no time ever in the world. I'm standing there. You know, pop, sneak, E, and it's just, you know, y'all shoot that out. Loco's getting jumped. Yeah. He gonna find out who really Loco.
He gonna fuck around.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for stars, you know, that's how it went.
You got any questions?
Yeah, I got some questions.
What we doing, man?
We're gonna do this or that.
Welcome to another episode of This or That, where P's going to ask me a series of questions. Is it going to be this or is it going to be that? So let's get to it.
Get right into the mix. Has nothing to do with water. It's just more or less the way the question is written, but it has zero to do with water. It applies to we've been talking about tonight. Having that wise counsel, having those men's groups, having that support system. Right. First day attending a men's group. Test the waters or dive right in? Dive right into the deep end.
Test the waters.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to. Test the waters because, even though it's a men's group and they say something in safe speech, I'm a very good judge of character most of the time, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta learn that room before I really want to start sharing stuff.
Yeah.
I might tell them I'm there and I'm what I might be looking for.
Right.
Before I get too vulnerable I've been to stuff like that though, and didn't say a word, just listen.
Yeah.
So
A lot of times that's the best approach.
test the waters. That's
I would as well.
Yeah.
Can't jump right into the deep end, not in that particular scenario. I think that, like you said, number one, being a judge of character, but number two, I think certain things in life are like an onion.
Layers to it.
It's layers. You can't, you don't get to the core till you get through some things.
Right.
I think you got to build up to that level of trust.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I agree with that situation. All right, phone in the bathroom or no phone in the bathroom?
Hit it. Get him.
Get who? He said I'm in it. Get him.
The phone. Get my phone. Get him. My phone got a name.
Get him.
In the bathroom.
Get him in the bathroom?
The phone, man. My phone is him. Get him over here. This is my
Oh,
phone.
you got your phone to him?
Yeah.
How you know?
I named him that.
Nah, you named him that. He's naming him too?
It's my phone. I can do what the fuck I want with my phone, man.
Yeah, get in it.
Nah, I ain't say nothing about getting him nothing. Now you was some bullshit. Get in him.
You walk into the cookout. All eyes on you, baby.
Tupac.
You know what I mean? All of a sudden, the music stopped. E here, what's going on, E? Telling a funny story or a one-liner?
I'm one liner. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm here.
That's the one-liner?
That's it. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. He was good, yo. Cocaine and cheesesteaks. Like, I'm not gonna say that like that.
You just said it. You just said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just said it, bro. Boxers or briefs, man.
Boxers. Boxer briefs, though.
You know,
That's what I wear.
I don't
Boxer
know.
briefs.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
No, I don't wear straight briefs, and I don't wear loose boxers. I wear boxer briefs.
Okay. Okay. Are you more of a guacamole brother or a salsa?
It depends where I'm at. Cause some people salsa, when they make it out in a house, house made, is good, and their guac might not be that great. And some people guac is great, but more if I had to pick one guac, I'm looking forward to the guac being good more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I like chips and guac.
Walk into a situation and you see a bunch of people talking.
What about you, real quick, with chips and guac? Don't forget that.
Salsa.
Salsa. Yeah.
Salsa. Guac's better, depending on where I get it made at.
Yeah.
Because I like fresh guacamole.
Yeah,
Salsa I can eat out the jar.
Yeah, I can eat salsa out the jar.
But I can't do the same thing. I won't enjoy it the same with guacamole.
I ain't saying I can't, but I
can.
understand what you're saying.
But I mean, if I'm
Nah,
getting
I like
one,
a
if
fresh
I'm getting
guac.
one fresh, I
Some
want
of
it
the
guac.
best fresh guac I ever had. Dude came. This was years ago, man.
Mm-hmm.
Down in Orlando, Uncle Julio's at Universal. I don't know if it's still there. It was at Universal City.
Yeah,
Mall.
yeah.
Came
Still
right
there.
there, table side, and they
That's the same one.
yeah. But the next time I went, it didn't taste the same. So the dude who made it that first time,
Yeah,
because he made it right there.
yeah.
He had the right amount of lemon in it and everything. Like, the
Yeah.
little
Fresh, bro.
fresh guac.
Fresh
is
ingredients.
amazing.
It's no comparison. Yeah, I make it myself. You just gotta pick the right avocados and all that good stuff. All right, walking into a situation, get into the room. The people got it. When they see each other, they know each other. Or would you rather be the person
I'm trying to figure
who
out.
got a secret handshake or a secret password to get into that room? Would you rather be in that room where you got to use a secret handshake or a secret password? They in the room. You part of the group. You know them.
Handshake.
Rather secret handshake? Come on. That's all right. That's all right. Don't start that, man. So how you walk in and you do your handshake. Okay. Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Nosy.
Word. Word.
When we was young, we didn't want nosy.
Yeah.
The older you want nosy.
Why would you ever want a loud neighbor?
Because some people think that's lit. They do. It's lit out here. It's always something going on. I've seen them.
Vacation or staycation?
Vacay. Because I like being in different environments. I feel like when you do a stay, you're never off. It's going to always see something around. We should do this right now. Because we both home. Or since you home, you should do it. But the vay is what we about to do.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather owe money or owe a favor?
Neither one of them. Because people like to try to mark the level of their favor.
So you don't want either one. I get it.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick one, just if you just had to.
I'll just go with the money so it could be done.
There you go. Because the favor might be crazy.
Yeah.
You know, he did something like dropped you off at the airport so you didn't have to drive. Now you got to return the favor, but he got you taking them to a very unsavory part of town to pick something up. Talking about keep it running.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
We go ahead and give you this $15 back or $20.
Yeah, exactly, for that ride. Pause, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
You was never in danger with that one. Yeah.
I
You know what I'm saying?
the money.
Yeah.
Because I'm only going to pay.
Favor too broad. The favor's too broad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you put a dollar amount on something, it's cool, bro. It's
that 65 back tomorrow. I got you. Worry about it. No, I got it. I just don't feel like going. I'll give you $65.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, I'm cash out.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
cash.
you know, you need to be leery of that person like this. No, don't worry about it. I'll holler at you when I need you. Just come through for me. Nah. That's my walk, man. I'll Uber,
it's
dog.
a lot of weirdness. You talking about picking up a pack. You know what I mean? You didn't say
I didn't say that.
Pack.
I didn't say that. I said an unsavory location.
Oh, okay.
Keep the car running.
Yeah.
Look at what you got
Other
from
one
that.
it might be another. Then you find out what they really about. They might be weird. With this baby all wait, what? Like, yeah.
All right. Attend a party or host a party.
Attend.
You know
I
what?
like a little both though.
You know what though?
I ain't got a problem with one of those.
So pros and cons,
Yeah, they do.
right?
Yeah.
Pros and cons. If I attend the party, you know what I mean, I have to leave my home, depending on where I got to commute to. You know, I got to get there. You know, whatever it is that comes along with that situation. You know, it's a little bit different. When you host a party, unless you got people that's doing specific things for the party, you find yourself kind of working the party and you really kind of don't enjoy it in the same, you know what I mean? To me, like you don't enjoy it. You kind of just be there, you know what I mean? It's your crib, whatever. You making sure everything's cool, everybody got what they need. You be tired, and then everybody leave. You got to clean up, get it all right. You know, sometimes, I mean, it depends, man. It really depends on what's going on with it. Ambition or comfort? What matters more to you? And being ambitious or being comfortable?
Ambitiously comfortable. That's all I can tell you, bro. I can't split between them two. I think we become ambitious to be comfortable. But ambitious people never become comfortable.
Right. I think
It
that
doesn't mean because a person chooses comfort that they're not ambitious. Because they may have to be ambitious to become comfortable in the first place.
yeah.
But some people are in love with the ambition.
Yeah.
So they'll never be comfortable if they had everything they had in the world. They still wouldn't be comfortable.
Yeah. I think being ambitious is always something that you should be willing to be.
Right.
But I think if you're talking about one or the other, you're talking about comfort.
Yeah, I think a person will want to.
I think most people want to be comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I say ambitiously comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like I said, you get to a place in your life where you just want to be in a place where, you ain't got to worry about too much, everything paid for. You want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? I think, your ambition to lead you to those areas if you make the right decisions and you stay on the gas, so to speak, early in the game. But I think that if you got to pick one or the other, I mean, ultimately my end game would want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? And those around me, I want to be comfortable as well. Pick one more, bro, and wrap it up with that. Watch, at this stage of our life, this is a good one to close out on. At this stage of our life,
watch sports.
Rather watch sports or play sports.
Just watching it. I knew what you was about to ask me. I'm watching. Need my back, man. One sudden move, man. We could play horse. I'm not running.
So
we can play horse. We can shoot jumpers.
I think at this point, horseshoes.
We can shoot the basketball.
Cornhole,
horse.
Somebody got to get the rebound and all that. I don't feel like running to get the ball. Like, you might not feel like, nah.
Nah, we get enough. We going to a gym where they got the ball return. Pause. But they got it.
Yes, it's a lot. I can just cornhole. I just throw the little bean bag over there, Bob.
Still got to walk over to grab it.
No, I don't, because my partner going to be on the other side. We playing partners. They got to throw them back.
Horseshoes and cornhole?
Horseshoes, cornhole.
Now, honestly, what I did want to get into recently, though, golf.
Yeah. Golf ain't easy.
I know. So it gives you that level of, being competitive.
Did Happy Gilmore bring it back into
No. I was thinking about this because I was talking to a couple of people in the circle, like the circles that I have, but some that are a little older than me, and that's a game that they play. They say it's highly competitive. It's not easy, but it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I still like stuff like that. I like challenges. That's why I play chess.
I do that at this point, at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? I'll play because it should incorporate me having to stay conditioned.
Yes. Right.
I'll play because I think that it will put me into maybe some circles in my life. At this point, I need to be kind of moving in.
Right.
I'll pick play over watch. I'll pick play.
When it comes to definitely with golf.
Well, golf, like I said, bro.
So when you were saying it, like I'm not playing football. Nowhere.
No, but
Flag,
it wasn't specific about it. I mean, whatever sport.
But I played certain the sports did age appropriate sports.
Right. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Like I said, no, we're not going out there playing football for professional.
I'm shooting horse though. I'm still gonna do horse.
That's fine. I don't want to,
threes for the money.
It's cool.
I do that for $1.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? You got a gambling problem.
No, I don't.
When did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
But
what I'm saying, I'm just joking. But I'm just, but I'm not at the same time.
Everybody come in with $20.
Just come to the men's group next week.
The
we'll
top
talk
20,
about it.
you got to shoot 23s.
Let's start a men's group, man.
Where we meeting at? We shooting threes for the 20? $1
You got to bring that to the men's. It's going to now. It's going to have to be at a basketball court. Wherever we decided, so I don't care what we shoot for. All
right, man, let's take it out of there.
You take it out of there, man. So let's brother about the men's group, man. Shoot for the eights.
That was another episode of This or That, man. We thank y'all right there, yeah, man. And this was episode 208, right?
Yes, it was.
On the Porch Podcast.
You said it with a lot of confidence, then ask. You know it's 208.
Need a men's group. That's why, man.
Yeah.
Episode 208 of the Porch Podcast, man. You can listen to this episode and any of our episodes on all your favorite podcast and streaming sites, meaning Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Red Circle, Audible. Anywhere you listen to podcasts at, Pete, tell them where they can see us at.
It's each and every week on Wednesday, right on our YouTube channel at The Porch Podcast. If you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? It's your favorite show, The Porch Podcast, is available, and we would love for y'all to tune in and check us out. This has been episode number 208, man, and like he said, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. And we said, not just E, but we said we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Peace, family.
Peace.
Who on the porch?
Let's go.